Well, hello YouTube. What is up, guys? It's your boy once again with another video. Welcome back to the channel. A slight change in angle today. I just set the camera up next to my PC and have the light coming from here, as you can see. I hope you like this setup. I want to make that more of the standard setup for my sit down and talking videos. And what is the videos going to be about this week? It's going to be all about the deload, the why, the how to approach it, why to do it, what are some signs that will lead you to take a deload. Currently, I'm going through a deload phase in my prep. We are almost 11 weeks out from the first show, so we are 11 and some days out. I think on Friday, now it's Wednesday, we are going to be exactly 11 weeks out from the first show. Also, there's been some changes regarding the shows. I've learned that today. I will update you with that in another video. So, Deload 101. I'm doing Deload now. Why am I doing it now? And why you should think of doing a Deload and when you should actually take it. So, for me specifically, it really is individual dependent, so everyone's going to be different when it comes to deload and how they want to approach it. But there are basically some ways, there are many ways that you can do it, but to me there's probably 2-3 main ways of actually doing a deload. So the deload, why you do it is, let me have my phone. Where the fuck is my phone? Oh, small intervention here. I had a website already open about that. So why take a deload? I've done a bit of some research before actually doing the video and actually recording, but I have a website here explaining some reasons along with some other reasons that I already know. So your joints, your tendons might need to recover. So basically a deload is a recovery week, and it usually lasts from 5 to 7 days. Your nervous system, most of the times while performing these big compound lifts like the squats, the deadlifts, your central nervous system, not necessarily only from the compound lifts, but from the training itself, it does fatigue, and you do feel that need of a not only physical but a mental break from training after a certain period of time. You haven't been getting any stronger and actually have not been progressing enough in your sessions, so that's another indicator that you might need to take a deload. So these are the whys. These are the whys. Why would you take a deload and why would you need a deload? And also another thing is the mental factor, which is actually feeling that like you have no motivation to train. And it doesn't only apply in training, like it happens with training, but it doesn't apply to other sections of your life. Like if you always feel sluggish, tired, and wanting to go to bed all the time and having naps and not feeling productive, that might be the case if you've been training for a continuous amount of time with non-stop and actually training hard enough. Because many people don't train hard enough to actually need a deload. So basically, for me, talking like with the training that I do, it might take less for you if you train harder than me. Maybe for the regular person, I don't think that you do train harder than me. But like for maybe a more advanced trainee, where they can get the intensity way above mine. But my intensity is pretty high, that's why I'm saying all this stuff. For me, it takes about approximately 8 to 10 weeks, I'd say, before I actually need a deload of constant hard work training. So around there is when I actually start to feel the first symptoms. And another symptom that is not mentioned in this website is like having sleep problems and sleep, like not deprivation, but like struggles. So you might not be able to actually sleep even though you feel tired. Another thing is that your sleep might be disturbed, meaning that you might actually end up getting up in the middle of the night and not going back to sleep again. I've noticed some of these symptoms as well, and I don't think it's from prep. I think it was from actually needed a break from training, because I've been training at least 10 weeks, I believe, continuously before taking this deload. And yeah, it might be less for you, it might be 6 weeks, it might be more, it might be 12 weeks, 14 weeks, but it's really person dependent. But for the majority of people, it will be between 6 to 12 weeks, I'd say, around there, for the majority of people to actually feel like they need a deload. Now let's go to how you're gonna approach the deload. So for me, there are basically 3 ways, I'd say, that you can approach your deload. First one is lower the intensity, meaning basically not going all the way to failure. Keep the volume the same for all week. So do the exact same sets, the exact same reps. Maybe not the exact same reps. Yeah, in the intensity based on really the weight. But that could even translate into volume, but that's my number 2 like way of doing it. So you could do the exact same reps and sets with less actual weight on it. You can use like 50% of your like working weight. 50 might be too little, you can go up to 60, I'd say maybe even 70 of your working set, and actually perform the same reps and sets during the week and do the exact same exercises. But overall you still get less work done, so you actually end up recovering. The number 2 way, way number 2 that you can do it is actually lessen the volume. So you might lessen the reps, the sets. Most people do the sets, so they tend to, like, if you do 3 sets on the squat, then the deload week you might do 2 or even 1, but with the same load and probably same intensity. So you keep those variables the same and you only change 1. So you either change the intensity or you either change the volume. But to me, there's a 3rd way, which is my personal favorite. Many people do it that way, and I think it's the best way for me. Is if the deload week is a whole week, then for me recommending to you, it would be to take 5 days, maybe even 6 days completely off of training. Of course, keep some activity in for body composition, like for a body composition perspective. I mean, not to get fat because you're gonna eat the same calories, or you can just reduce your calories and go into your rest day calories if you have rest day calories, but I don't, and I eat the same amount of calories every day. So what I do personally is I take 5 days completely off. So now, right now I took Sunday, which is an actual rest day of mine, so it doesn't really count that much. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm gonna train again on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and then not train on Sunday because it's a rest day again. So by getting those 5 days completely off, you just feel so much motivated to go back in the gym. You actually miss the gym. Your CNS, like your central nervous system, like recovers completely, in my opinion, and you actually have time to do other stuff. Like this week I mostly concentrated on uni work and actually getting ahead in other stuff, in other like perspectives of life instead of only the gym. So to me, it's really important for you to take those 5 days completely off and do anything else and actually let your body recover. I find it much more beneficial and actually better overall for on how to approach your deload week. So I would advise you to take 5 days completely off. So like I said, signals that may inform you that, okay, I need a deload right now, as they say here in the website, like I mentioned before. Performance indicators decreasing, so we mean the strength, the reps, etc., everything, the form, it could be even the form. Aches or pains on your tendons, on your knees, on your joints, everything, like these kind of pains do indicate that you might need the deload. Or maybe tightness and soreness in the muscles, feeling like they don't actually recover as fast. I did notice that before taking the deload with my legs, especially because I perform 2 leg days. I also do many steps, and like the last couple of weeks before taking a deload, my legs were always sore. Like it felt like they never recovered in any single case, but the rest of my body was fine. And then it is feeling heavy, and like I said, feeling heavy and I'm unmotivated to complete your workouts, which was also something that I noticed for myself, especially the last few workouts that I did before the deload. The fatigue and the lack of energy during the day, yes, I've noticed that myself as well, and you're gonna notice it when you need the deload. Like that slugginess, that not wanting to really do anything, kinda, and being tired by doing simple tasks. Of course, me, it's also the calorie deficit and the whole prep. But right now, even though I'm still on prep, I do feel much better after taking this deload, and it's not even the end of it yet. Like I do have today and tomorrow to recover as well. What else? Yeah, feeling like you need to rest and like take naps all the time, and lack of motivation, like I said before, and drive. So yeah, these are the whys. These are the 3 ways that I told you that you can approach it. So it's either intensity, taking time off completely, or volume. And yes, this is pretty much the deload 101. I don't think you need to know anything else about it. Food wise, I'd say maybe lessen your calories or up your activity, but very low intensity activity, meaning steps, not actually do any high intensity cardio, because it is gonna impair your recovery. So this week is all about recovery, and you will need it again every 8 to 10 weeks. Is for me. For you it might be less or more. So this is the informational video of the week, guys. I thought it was a good chance for me to do it because I am going through a deload right now, and I guess you would like to know more about it. Not necessarily for myself, but it's more of an educational video, and actually saying what I recommend you do when you feel like that and you actually feel like you need the deload. But let me stress this out, that you need to train hard to actually need a deload. If you half-ass train, you probably won't need the deload for never. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. Almost 11 weeks out. I'll keep you updated with physique updates. Probably next week at 10 weeks out we're going to do a physique update. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.